morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? I am Fulaniyira of the Mela podcast here on YouTube. How are you people doing out there? And I'm just waiting for y'all to come through. Hey, what's up? Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm not used to being on here, but now I'm getting ready to be used to being on here. What's up, everybody? I am Fulaniera of the Melanin Podcast here on YouTube. Okay, let's talk. Hell no. What the heck is going on in this world out here? What is going on? Oh my gosh, crazy videos. This camera, the camera is something else. Okay. The camera has become toxic almost. I mean, we have to have the camera today because we just can't go by what people say. However, huh, some of the things that people are taking pictures of, videos of, it's like, oh my God, videos of people committing all sorts of atrocities. Videos of people all over the world doing all kind of crazy stuff. Like, what is really going on with this society? Mm-mm. I love to talk about stuff like this because that's my platform, talking about social and political things that impact the world, impacting the world. Okay, the world. Okay, I have to set my eyes on this crazy stuff going on out here. Okay, and I have to do things to do the trauma that I am a witness to. Come on, what's most atrocious about the human activities going on today? Thank you. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I am Fulani of the Melanin Podcast. Hey, how you doing? Hey, RRHZS642. I see ya. Hey, number one. They got you tagged as a number one. Okay. All right. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Thank you for coming on in and sitting down and having a seat and coming talking with the beautiful Fulaniyera. Okay. I am from the south side of Chicago. All right. Just want to let y'all people know. I'm from Chicago, honey. I'm from Chicago. I am from America, but I rename myself because I have that human right too. The government can't tell me what I can do. Okay. But I talk about social and political things plaguing the world. Do you hear me? Plaguing the world. And right now, it's so much stuff going on. You saw what happened. They got an issue with Afghanistan. Okay. But, people who don't understand, and then I say, just sit back and do a focus wheel. Get your focus wheel out, right? Get your focus wheel out and put Afghanistan right in the middle of that focus wheel. Once you set up your focus wheel, just simply like that, start plugging in things. Do a thesis statement for every article you read. Okay, every article you read about Afghanistan, that's going to lead you to the source of what the issues is that's going on with Afghanistan. That's what I do with social issues. I put that issue on a focus wheel. If you've heard of Abraham Hicks, then you know what a focus wheel is. So put Afghanistan, just put the word Afghanistan, put the word Israel, put the word America, put whatever word you choose in the focus wheel. And it's going to start leading you down that rabbit hole. Ah, so when you read news, because see, I really don't watch the news, I don't watch television news anymore. Sorry, CNN, ABC, NBC, the top mainstream communication systems. I do not watch them. I do not watch them. I read. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Cosmo, what's up? I don't understand. I'm 10. Well, if you're 10, what are you doing here? Because this podcast is not for kids. It says that. This podcast is not for kids, baby. So why don't you just exit out? Okay? Just exit out. And because adults are talking here about adult things, and if you're just 10 years old, I don't think you will be able to understand. And if you do believe that you think you can understand, you would be upset. You would be upset at all these adults with all their labels. All these adults have a lot of labels that you have to fish through at your tender age of 10. Okay. Now, if you want to be here, you be here, but it's not really, this conversation isn't really for kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm talking about social and political issues that is plaguing the world. Okay. Now, if you at a tender young age at 10, what solutions do you feel that you may have since somehow you ventured over here to Fulaniyira and the Melanine podcast? What do you feel at your age in you being a 20th century being? What do you feel needs to change? What would you like to see change? Because I know when I was 10 years old, I just wanted love from my family that I never got. And I just had to turn that love around on myself and just say, Baby girl, you need to love yourself, honey, because there's nobody in your family. They claim they love you, but we go by actions over here. We don't do mouthing, we don't do words, we go by action. You know, that's why I question, what is this world going through right now? What is this world going through right now? What are you witnessing? What are we all witnessing? And each individual one of us has our own perspective. We have our own perspective on what's going on. This is why when people that I know are silent, I stay silent too, because that's the best thing to do. Stay silent. When I see all this social stuff, like example, what has happened in Washington, D.C.? Like you can miss me with, President Trump's jargon, illogical jargoning about this Afghan situation. If you dismiss me with it, because if you have not been crystal clear and transparent about everything that you did in Afghanistan, don't come and proselytize yourself on news. Don't sit on your pedestal and tell me, oh, we're going to get this enemy. We're going to do this. You, sir, are in fact the enemy. You are the one out here doing things. You're causing a reaction. You know, many of these legislatures are causing a reaction to the world, even to the planet. The planet is having a reaction to us humans, and it's about to kick us off the planet. That's what I think. And I'm like, hey, planet, give me some time. Okay, I'm half of 129. Okay. I done made it cross the threshold of survival. I didn't let a black man kill me. I didn't let a black man give me HIV. Okay. I'm able to sustain my own housing without a black man. Okay. Some of us black women have it real rough. Okay, but not this one. Not this one today. Not Fulaniyira. Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Fulaniyira of the Melanine Podcast here on YouTube. And it's bright and early, and it looks so good out here in the country. Child, I moved from the city. Ain't nobody living in the city life no more. Ain't nobody got time to be living in no damn city. Uh, You catch too many headaches living in the city. And plus, I don't want to live in an apartment no more. So I had to raise my vibration up to pull me up out the apartment living because living in an apartment most of your life, you have so many desires in your heart. You compare and contrast living in an apartment versus living in a home for most of your life. You meet people who have homes, who have had homes and got rid of homes, had two, three, four, five, six homes, ain't got no home now, living in a nursing home. I'm like, well, my journey to home ownership, people, has been one of grandeur because I basically kept my mouth shut getting my home. I ain't really tell nobody but my mama. And I feel like I shouldn't have told her ass either. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't even tell your mama nothing, you know? And I get with that now. I like being secretive and silent. I watch other people who are secretive and silent. And, I just get right with the program, keep your mouth closed. And many of the yogis say that you got to keep your mouth closed. You can't be telling people everything about what you do. You tell them after the fact. Once you get the glory, once you get all the keys, once you get all the icing on the cake, then you can let people know. And when you do tell people, that's when you find out if they was really for you in the beginning anyway. Yeah. And I speak over my life. A lot of people didn't think I'd even be here. But I am here. I am a woman that is here. Yep. So I'm having a time of my life. How you people are? I'm not claustrophobic about life. I think a lot of people are claustrophobic about life. They're so inundated with the external world that they can't fathom dealing with their own world. Okay. They're so hooked on the external world. Boom. Hey, come on in, come on in. And I'm not dealing with tariffs. China, do your thing. Because America has to learn its lesson. America has to learn its lesson. So I'm not mad. I am not mad. I am not mad at China. You have to do what you have to do, baby. You have to do what you have to do. You know, do what you gotta do, China. Because I did a point in time survey and look, uh, everything you own in your house is from China. So I don't get why these some of these racist Americans are mad at China. Listen, racism is what sent the industry out of America. White racism is the cause of mass exodus out of America and into the hands of China. Everything you own in America is just about made 90% of products made in America comes out of China. So that this is why I'm not mad at China. China is doing what China is supposed to do. China lucked up and got all of America's wealth. Okay. White racism took out all of America's industry wealth. Do you hear what I'm saying? Okay. If you hear what I'm saying, put a one up. Let me know that you're listening. Let Fulaniyira know that you're listening. Please. Thank you. Put a one up. Put a one up. Put a one up. Let me know you're listening. Let me know you're listening. Let me know you're listening. Okay. Pay your bills. Pay your bills. Pay your bills. Ah, pay your bills. Sitting here paying bills too. Mhm. You gotta pay your bills if you want to survive. Hey, what's up? Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you. I am Fulaniyira of the Melanin Podcast. I'm rolling out my podcasting. It's 2026, and she is in the building. She, her, is in the building. Okay, educated at University of Phoenix, almost about to get my doctorate in management and rule of law, leadership. I have a bachelor's in professional management, and I have a master's degree in business administration and nonprofit leadership. I hold 35 years of local, county, and state employment. I am retired and I am a United States Army veteran. Just to run down a little credentials for you guys. Um, I'm in the field that I love, politics and socialism. I run a private group called South Florida Votership Council here in the state of Florida, non county bipartisan specific, where we discuss social and political issues plaguing us voters. And so that inspired me out of my little powwow organization group that I held for over 20 years, coinciding with working for government and an American voter. I decided to create that group, and it inspired me to create my podcast and radio and television network, the WFAB network station on the dial 1981. On the female dial, the FM dial, the female dial, 1981. Okay, just to give you a little synopsis about me, a little executive summary. about Fulaniyira and the Melanine podcast here on YouTube. I'm building and I'm starting out this small way as, I'm figuring this, getting this training stuff out, getting rid of all Bigo. I was on live doing my Melanine podcast show on Bigo. And now YouTube has given me the inspiration to come into the family fold here on YouTube. If I can do it on Bigo, I can do it right here on YouTube. And I like to thank you all for, just sticking with me and being in my tribe and in my family, because I got a lot of stuff to talk about. And you're going to love it. You know, um, I am nothing like the average podcaster. I can say that because, you know, um, I use my experience with working for the government. And, I'm looking into a political run myself here locally in Florida, in the state of Florida. And this podcast just, summarizes my goals in life, to enter into the political arena. So I give my political opinions as I am a future campaigner, political candidate in the state of Florida, you know. I'm learning little things, little by little. But I do have an opinion on society and how things are going right now. And I just want to share that. My podcast is just sharing, I don't expect hate, but it is to be expected. Just like Mr. Charlie Kirk. I am just like Mr. Charlie Kirk, but I'm a African American female. I identify as a foundational legacy African American. That's what I identify with. I also identify as a Melanite because I'm melanin like Jasmine Crockett. And I have a mind like Jasmine Crockett too. That's why this particular Florida legislative seat is looking good. And I'm just training my mind, because you have to get in the battlefield, the state of Florida. It's not a tough state, but you know that you have to be prepared to get into the politics because of how the voters think here. And now I used to live in South Florida. Now I'm living in Central Florida, and the mindset is just completely different. The mindset is completely different. The people are completely different. And I like this environment up here in Central Florida. It's very, 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 very quiet. That's what it's very country. Center of Florida. The center of Florida is very, 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 very quiet. Okay. And I love it. I love it. I love the people. But when it comes to politics, you people in the villages, all right, you people in the villages, stop that with y'all go-kart driving sales. With y'all go-kart. And let me tell you something, I'm finna buy me a two go-kart seater. I'm finna buy me a two-seater go-kart, okay? Because they are so cute. And the villages, man, y'all rich folks in the villages, that's Central Florida. The villages is Central Florida. They are so cute with their golf carts. Okay, and I'm learning about the swinging couples syndrome and all the hot little spicy things that people do in the villages and stuff like that over in Orlando. I'm just loving the area. I'm loving Central Florida. You know what I'm saying? I'm just loving it. But I'm also loving the politics. I'm also loving the politics. A little weird in Central Florida, a little weird. You Central Floridians, y'all a little weird, but it's okay. I still love y'all. And I would make a great state legislature for y'all. You know what I mean? I just think about these things because that's on my track. That's my yellow brick road journey. What's your yellow brick road journey? What y'all doing out there? Is your Oh baby, why do you talk like that? Silver Surfer. Hey, Silver Surfer. You must be from the villages. You must be from the villages. Because I heard about y'all. Y'all some spicy folks. Oh man, but I'm loving it up here in Central Florida. It's great. It's great. Nice weather. Nice weather right now. Nice weather right now. Nice weather right now. Yeah. But what I don't appreciate since I done bought this house, look, I don't feel like paying y'all school board taxes. Okay. I got my first tax bill. I do not appreciate the fact that I'm paying taxes for these little kids. These parents need to pay their own taxes. Pay the taxes for your kids to go to school. If you are a parent, you should be paying taxes, not me. If you're a parent that own a home that got kids, yeah, you should be paid. You should pay the school board tax, not me. I don't have any kids, so why should I be paying for it? That's my argument. That's my argument. That's my argument, and it's a legitimate federal argument. It's a legitimate federal argument. I have no kids. Why am I paying school board taxes? Why am I paying school board taxes? I don't want. I shouldn't have to pay school board taxes. I do not have a home. Okay. I'll pay taxes on the Everglade. Okay. That tax can be replaced with helping to keep up the Everglades. But you parents who are multi breeders, you parents who have multiple kids, you parents, y'all, whether you live in an apartment or whether you live in a home, and specifically if you live in a home, pay that school board tax. Single individuals that don't have no kids should not be paying school board taxes. I don't give a hootie hoot hoot. I don't give a hootie hootie hoot. I don't care. Pay your tax. Pay your tax for your kids. Okay. One thing I noticed as a homeowner, that's my legitimate argument. So when I go down to this county board meeting, that's what I'm pulling out my bag. How dare you? You know what I mean? That's me. Paying for no school board taxes. And then the thing about the school board tax that gets me is you have abused African Americans for decades. These little white kids go to school, have fun off of my money, off of my black taxes. Okay? My black taxes. You going to school and then you give me, because I was a black child in school, I didn't get no high school education. I'm a high school dropout. I'm a high school dropout for many, many, many reasons. However, when I was going to high school, ninth, 10th grade, I'm a 10th grade dropout, but a pending doctorate today. Um, they always preached, I'm Generation X, and they always preached that slavery shit. And I didn't appreciate that because I knew I was not a slave. I knew that I was an American citizen. I knew that I was being disenfranchised by this American education system. Mm? I knew that beyond a reasonable doubt. I knew that beyond a reasonable logical doubt. The weight of education is for society as a whole to bear, as it's kind of important for the development and stuff. Yeah, but yeah, but see that's the problem that I have. White people like to justify. Oh, they love to justify the BS. And then they don't pay their fair share of taxes. As an African American, I'm taxed the most. And I know this. That's why I really have a problem with this school board tax. I would rather take my taxes and give it to the Everglades infrastructure. You white folks can pay for your own education system. All right. You never wanted us African Americans in your white education system. And when we was there, you treated us like crap. So why don't you pay for your own education system? And I say, as a black person, I can back out. Remember, we don't have affirmative action. We don't have nothing because Edward Bloom, the white racists, took away affirmative action with a sweep of a pen. He got judges to side with him. A bunch of Asian Americans, a bunch of Hispanic Americans got together with a white racist to gut affirmative action in colleges. Now, Asian and Hispanics are having a hard time, which means now they're in the school books rewriting the policies, rewriting the rules and regulations of educational engagement. I'm not stupid. That's why I am Fulaniyira of the Mela podcast here on YouTube, because I'm not stupid. I am not stupid. I am not stupid. I'm not stupid. Okay. White Americans need to start paying for their own education. The states shouldn't pay for it. The state should dump education altogether in the trash and make you parents pay for your own education. You can build your own private education system. Many white Americans have been doing that. That's where you get the Montessori's, the the ultra private schools. Many are white, give black students, black parents a hard ass time to get in. And I say, black Americans, y'all so behind the times. Y'all are very behind the times. But y'all get all this education, and what do y'all do with it? Nothing. Y'all don't build nothing. Don't build nothing. Okay? Don't build nothing, you know? But in the mean and in between time, these are the things we all have to be dealing with. But I say it's unfair because I noticed that this education system has always been unfair. I was looking at $350,000 in student loan debt. I shouldn't have to pay for no education in America, being a foundational legacy African American, when all the policies and rules about education was pitted against me. And still today, I can only go to school if I take out a loan. Education is so expensive. When you get to college, it costs damn near $1,000 a credit. That's why I thank the universe for schools like Capella University and University of Phoenix, because traditional schools, you can forget about it. Traditional schools are highly expensive. Schools like University of Phoenix, University Capella, Walden University, these subprime schools, these subprime universities were created to assist low income peoples. That way they can get an education, because the one percenters, the upper elite class is trying to sever ties completely with the majority of society right now. Okay. Oil is running low, resources are questionable, and aren't turning over. They're not resources are not natural resources are not turning over like they used to. Okay. They're not turning over like they used to. So um, you're getting a lot of agitation in the economic system. You know, rates are going up, prices going up, tariffs going up, everything is going up. They squeezing the apple so tightly, so tightly. I mean, they really squeezing the resources, which I call the apple. They're squeezing the resources really tight. You know, Americans within the next 5 years, they're gonna be really hustling to eat. Seniors are really gonna be hurting to eat. You know, this shift that we're seeing right now, ooh, this is a tight shift. This is a tight shift. Oh my God, I broke my toe. I broke my fourth toe. Jesus. Playing around with my dog, I broke my toe. Oh, okay, now what the heck is going on? Mm, oh, my printer is working, trying to print some stuff out. Oh, yes. So it is politically, the political climate around the world is shifting, but it's not shifting the way it should be shifting. I think we should be getting rid of immigration, not becoming this this security force. We become this. America has become this security force, and it's like, what are you doing? Mm, I don't know what's going on with my printer. Trying to print something and print something out. But anyway, oh, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Trying to do everything that I did on Bigo. Spend my 2 hours on Bigo. I spend it here on YouTube now. Okay. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I am Fulaniyira of the Mela podcast. I'm a Bigo refugee. I left Bigo and now I'm on YouTube. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey, how y'all doing? How are y'all doing today? Mm. So, what do you think about education, Grimble? I wonder, do they tell me who the two people that are watching? Hey, Atlantis Records. How you doing? Okay, you can't add these people. Looking to see how to add. Okay, so all right. Mm, all right. So this is the YouTube live. Okay, it's a little bit different. Oh, what is that? Highlighted save to your channel as unlisted video. What? I'm just pressing on buttons, y'all. Trying to see what's going on here. I'm trying to see what's going on. a lot. Shit, I want to hang with her. I hang with Sexy Red. That shit. I hang with Sexy Red now. Female, I don't care. Female, I don't care. I hang with Sexy Red. She got a lot to teach me because she's been in the industry. She is in the music industry. She has a contract in the music industry. She has the camera on her all the time. So, yes, definitely, I would be hanging out with Sexy Red. I want food stamps. Child, I spent 500 on food myself. Okay, I got $500. What? What? But who spends time with Sexy Red? Okay, not a lot of people. All right, so down with that. I'm down with Sexy Red. I don't know why people be tripping on Sexy Red. Shit, they just jealous. Why be jealous? That's why a lot of people are so miserable because they're jealous of what other people are doing. What do you care what Sexy Red does? She don't do it with you. You don't know her. You've never been around her. You don't live around her. She don't know you and you don't know her personally. People have so many their opinions are so flawed about her cuz I read them. And it's like ain't nothing wrong with that lady. There's nothing wrong with that lady. My sugar on my tongue. People's personal opinions. mm, I don't do people's personal opinions. Your personal opinion of me weighs nothing. You know, you do what you want because I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to do what I want. I love myself too much to give up myself for someone else because it just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. My sugar on my tongue. Shimmy, shamalini. My sugar on my tongue. Okay. Uh, uh, right. Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Come on in. Come on in. I know y'all surfing, doom scrolling. Come on in. Come on in. Just come on in. I'm no different from you. I'm no different from you. No different from you. Come on in. Come on in. Yes. Come on in. Uh-huh. Man, come on, man. All right, I got 10 more minutes. I'm gonna round this out. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna do my hour. I got 2 hours. I'm trying to hit 30 hours a month, which is 2 hours a day. Like old Beagle, I'm gonna spend that same energy that I spent on Beagle now here on YouTube. I really thank you. Thank you for sticking in with me. Hmm. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? See comments. All right. Let's see. Eight. Gays are jealous. And then again, they not. They trying to warn. This whole thing with the DL Whisperer, I think it's long overdue. My opinion about the DL Whisperer is it's long overdue. I love this guy. He's a Libra. He's going to balance things. He's going to balance the gender equation. He's balancing the gender equation. That's how I feel. The DL Whisperer is balancing the gender equation. Listen, it's a lot of men who like dick. I, as a woman, know this. I, as a woman, see this now. I mean, it's so crystal clear to me. A lot of the actions of the men I've even dated, okay, it's just so clear. It's a lot of men who like dick, okay? And I'm not mad at the DL Whisperer. I want him to expose it all so that we can get some balance and equality. I want equity as a woman. I am a female and I want equity. I may peg you. I may if you talk to me right. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel no shame about none of that stuff. It's all sex. I don't feel no type of way about it. But I am appreciative of the DL Whisper letting us females know about these down low DL men who are being messy, uncouth, disenfranchising, discriminating, and just downright ornery. It's just downright ornery. Walking your truth. Shit, I'm tired of hearing this. Uh, I'm scared to come out. You ain't scared to come out. You just want to be sneaky, messy, dirty, nasty, negative, toxic. That's what you want to be. But me as a woman, I'm not going to let that, I'm not going to allow no man to be like that towards me. You're going to let me know. I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out. Okay. I'm going to find out. So, no, you can't hide your sexuality from Fulaniyira. She gonna find out. She gonna know. She gonna find out. What's that? Oh, I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it. Mm-mm-mm. Close that out. Okay, that's paid. Paid, paid, paid. Now what else? You got to keep on top of your bills, people. Keep on top of your bills, please, so that you don't have no problems. All right. You don't have no problems. Mm. Oh boy, pay these bills. I saved $70. I don't feel like I saved no $70. Where? Oh, hey, how y'all doing? Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging in there. Hey, oop, that's paid for. File it away. Gotta file away your stuff. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah. Every other way. I just wanna lay with you, baby. Oh, oh, baby. Ah, for me to leave. Have to go. And just say it. I just wanna love you. Yeah. Day long. Uh-huh. Yeah. Can't go wrong. Uh, y'all know I love to sing. Y'all know I'm a great singer. And just chill with me. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. I just wanna lay with you. Oh, ooh, yeah. I just wanna lay. I just wanna lay with you. Ooh, yeah, I need that record deal too. Shit, man, let me get into the record industry. Yeah, all right. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. I am Fulaniyira, the Melanine Podcast. I just want to love you, baby. Oh, thank you. Thank you for listening to me. Oh, come on. Uh, I just want to lay right here with you. Yeah. Can I be, can I be, can I be, can I be, can I be? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Come back tomorrow, same time, same place. I am Fulani Yera, and I'll holler at y'all later. Bye.